Have you ever noticed how symmetrical cars usually are? Everything tends to be perfectly balanced between the right and left sides, but not always. Today I'm taking you to discover some of the strangest and most brilliant asymmetrical cars ever mass-produced. Some were created for practical reasons, others out of sheer creative madness. Get ready to see models that break the rules and become true icons of originality. The first asymmetrical car we're looking at is the unmistakable Nissan Cube. At first glance, it looks like a little box on wheels, and that's basically what it is. But behind its quirky appearance lies a brilliant idea. The third generation, launched in 2008, features a wraparound rear window that curves only on one side, while the other side remains flat and regular. A deliberately asymmetrical design choice, meant not only to stand out, but also to improve rear visibility for the driver. Interestingly, the wraparound window is always on the side opposite the driver, adapting to both right-hand drive and left-hand drive versions. The Cube is probably the most famous asymmetrical car in the world. Its boxy shape, large windows, and playful design won over Japan, turning it into a cultural phenomenon. Even in the United States, its friendly and unconventional style gained a loyal fan base, though in Europe it turned out to be a flop. The Cube teaches us that breaking the rules can lead to something unique, surprising, and unforgettable. If you're looking for a car that surprises at first glance, the Hyundai Veloster is the one for you. One door on one side, two on the other. A crazy idea? Maybe. But it's precisely this unique layout that allows the Veloster to combine the style of a coupe with the practicality of a sedan. On the driver's side, there's just one large door, perfect for emphasizing its sporty coupe look. On the passenger side, however, there are two doors, a larger front one and a smaller rear one hidden in the beltline, allowing easier access to the back seats without sacrificing design. The Veloster's philosophy was clear: offer a young, dynamic, and sporty car without giving up everyday convenience. A clever solution that made it instantly recognizable on the road, winning over those looking for something different from traditional coupes. Even the second generation, launched in 2018, kept the same 2+1 asymmetrical door configuration, proving just how central it was to the model's identity. Now, here's a detail that very few people know about the legendary Renault 4. At first glance, it seems perfectly symmetrical, but in reality, the wheelbase isn't the same on both sides. It's an invisible engineering trick that allowed millions of people to travel affordably and freely. Produced in over 8 million units, the Renault 4 hides a technical stroke of genius. The wheelbase, meaning the distance between the front and rear axles, is different on the right and left sides. This was due to the rear torsion bar suspension, which was mounted transversely and staggered to optimize cabin space without complicating the mechanics. A hidden detail, but one that makes the R4 one of the few examples of mechanical asymmetry ever mass-produced. Proof that even in a simple and economical car, ingenuity can make all the difference. The same solution was also found in the Renault 5 and 6, which had a similar asymmetrical wheelbase. The Ferrari Monza SP1 is a truly unique supercar. It has just one seat, positioned on the left, with an asymmetrical design entirely focused on the driver. No roof, no windshield, just pure emotion, inspired by the racing barchettas of the 1950s. The result? A stunning, one-of-a-kind car that blends style and performance in a radical way. The SP2 version, on the other hand, has two symmetrical seats for those who want to share the experience. Although it's road legal, due to its unique configuration, it can't be driven on public roads in some countries. The Citroen Ami is a perfect example of how asymmetry can arise from the need to cut costs without sacrificing aesthetics. The two doors, identical in design, are mounted in a mirrored configuration. On one side, it opens forward like a traditional car, while on the other, it opens in the opposite direction. But that's not the only clever detail. The bumpers, side panels, and even the headlights and taillights are symmetrical and interchangeable. This ingenious choice greatly simplifies production and reduces manufacturing and maintenance costs, making the Ami a highly accessible vehicle. With its eye-catching design and compact size, it quickly became one of the icons of electric urban mobility. Fiat has also embraced smart asymmetry with its charming compact electric car, the Topolino. Produced alongside the Citroen Ami within the Stellantis group, the Topolino shares the same technical platform and features the same solution. Two identical doors mounted in a mirrored fashion, opening in opposite directions. The same principle can be found on the Opel Rocks, the twin version of the two previously mentioned models. When you think of a Mini, you probably imagine compactness, symmetry, and tradition. But with the Clubman, Mini decided to surprise everyone. To add more space and practicality, they went with a bold solution. On the passenger side, there's a small extra door, the famous suicide door, that opens backward to make it easier to access the rear seats. And on the driver's side, no extra door, just a smooth, continuous body panel. Some saw it as a brilliant idea to boost functionality without compromising design, while others weren't so convinced. In any case, the Clubman stood out and won over those who love cars that dare to be different. In the 1980s, Toyota introduced a surprisingly versatile compact station wagon, the Tercel wagon, known in Japan as the Toyota Sprinter Carib. One of its standout features was the rear section, where several elements broke the traditional symmetry of station wagons of the time. Even though it had an upward opening tailgate, the off-center position of the handle and other small design details made the rear visually asymmetrical. An unusual choice, but one that gave character to a car meant for everyday use and weekend getaways, blending practicality and originality with that unmistakable 80s flair. Let's wrap up our journey through asymmetric cars with the Land Rover Discovery. In Series 3 and 4, it features a truly unique rear tailgate. It's split into two parts, with an upper section that opens upwards and a lower drop-down flap. But there's more. The license plate was moved to the side, abandoning the traditional central placement. These design choices were made to ensure maximum practicality during off-road use, making it easier to access the trunk even in tight spaces or on rough terrain. The result is a technical, rugged design that helped define the strong, functional identity of the Discovery, a car that truly doesn't back down from any challenge. As we've seen, breaking the rules can sometimes lead to surprising results. These cars prove that creativity knows no limits, not even on four wheels. Let us know in the comments which asymmetric car impressed you the most. And if you enjoy this kind of car trivia, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next journey through the world of cars.